Welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most on this beautiful Saturday. I wanted to go live this evening, but I think this is the better way because, I'm spending time with my family as well. Family is everything. Listen, you know what I notice about Jamaican people? A lot of our people don't want good for other Jamaican people. I hate to say it, but something is wrong with us. Something is truly wrong with us. I'm here talking a patois so more Jamaican can understand what I say, because I'm not trying to relate this to foreigners. You see, somehow is some nasty set of bumblehole people. Yeah. And I don't want nobody tell me about SouFLo, oh gosh man, you're cursing, and don't let them draw you out. You know how me stay already. Sometimes when I'm passionate about something, I gotta say what the blood clot I want to say. See? You know, sir, I put the video up about the Lindo family in Canada, and the Lindo family they've been trying to get their stay in Canada because that family has pretty much expressed that their lives are in danger in Jamaica. Now, instead of these Jamaican people on my video say the least, I wish them all the best. That's the least you could have said. I wish them all the best. Here's some of them nasty germs here. You see all you SouFLo, you don't like Jamaica. One woman tell me say she hope that I get deported back to Jamaica and then me I go see how it is. I don't need nobody to deport me to Jamaica. Me there Jamaica regular at my place. You must think I'm stuck a foreign, or you must be new to my channel. Now you get mad at me for doing the video trying to shed some light on the Lindo family's plight, and you turn that against me. I'm looking out for a Jamaican family. They're telling you what their plight is in Jamaica. Jamaica is not bed of roses for every Jamaican, my friend. Then you hear one next big idiot one in the comment section talking about they're telling lies. The athlete boy and him father and him parents, them a tell lies. They want to stay in Canada. It's better him they go just find a girl and marry her. But talking about political wars and violence and this and that, that doesn't happen in Jamaica anymore. If it was in the 70s or the 80s, I would believe him. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? First of all, people still are dead at Jamaica. The same thing them where people was dead in Jamaica for in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Them still are dead for the same things them in Jamaica to this day. So nothing has changed. And because your family is not having to run up and down and try find safety somewhere else in some other land, it doesn't mean that that's not happening to other Jamaicans. You know, I tell people this all the time. I said Jamaica is heaven on earth for some people and is living hell for others. You see, those of us who get to experience the heaven and on earth part, we need to do our part to make sure that others can also experience the heaven on earth part of Yard. Especially those who are hell on earth that for them. Right? As beautiful as Jamaica is, it's hell on earth for some people. So when you see people running to foreign lands, how dare you? The people that must seek asylum. And their story is that they are under attack and their lives could be in danger if they return. And instead of you just say, I wish them all the best and I hope they get their stay in Canada because I wouldn't like to be in that situation, you're really all over the comment section. Lie them a tell. Stay them want stay in Canada. Here's some a big bumble about Canada does not owe anybody anything. What about the Canadian citizens? Are you the gatekeeper to Canada? That shit pissed me off. Some of you actually get a chance, get a visa, go somewhere, get your papers straight, you have your permanent stay there, and then you go so and draw up the door and lock the door. And you don't want no other Jamaican to come in there. Like you own England, or like you own the USA, or like you own Canada. There were Jamaicans in the section, in the comment section under the video when I'm telling y'all that family life in danger and I hope Canada give them stay. There were Jamaicans in that comment section saying that them need to stay in a Jamaica and help build up Jamaica. Saying that they need to go back to Jamaica. I don't understand why they can't just stay in Jamaica and he can't run for Jamaica. Did you miss the part where they're telling you that their lives are in danger? You just not care. Congratulations to the Lindo family, okay? And to all you big, dirty, nasty, hating ass people who were hoping that this family gets sent back, abe in your ass face. No for you're actually Jamaicans in foreign, talking grease about other Jamaicans who are trying to get through the same door where you got through. You know the part that burn my feelings? The part that burn my feelings is that enough of we come here by somebody who never come here straight. Canada, England. Our people them got through first. Bata upon that. Straighten out themselves. And then send for we. So we could have come in good. And y'all still turn around and act like gatekeepers. Uno know if you tell me about me don't love Jamaica. Uno don't love Jamaicans. Me love Jamaicans. Jamaica, good. But Jamaica is nothing without the Jamaicans, because we make Jamaica. So you see, anywhere we can advocate for our Jamaicans, that is what we do. Somehow that gone over your head. The good news though is, jumping for joy, Olympic hopeful on track for permanent residency after facing deportation. This was just published September 20th, 2025, today. So it was late Thursday when Amari Lindo, who's 21 years old, he saw an unexpected email pop up in his inbox from Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, or IRCC, that changed his and his family's entire lives. An email that said that they were no longer under threat of deportation and they could finally call Canada home as permanent residents. According to them, they said, we read a letter that IRCC said something about being approved. And I was like, wait, I didn't just read this right. Did I just read this right? Lindo said in a Zoom interview with CTV News on Friday. Then we were all over the place that night, he said. We're shouting, we're jumping up and down. I was very excited. But what's crazy is that it actually felt like a dream, because I can't believe that it finally happened. The Lindo family and their lawyer, Adrian Simardone. Big up to Adrian Simardone, because I've been following the Lindo's story, and Adrian Simardone is a kind of attorney that he really goes up to bat for his clients. He really went to bat for the Lindo family. So Adrian Simardone began a social media campaign and petition last week to put public pressure on elected officials in Canada to stop the Lindo family from getting deported back to Jamaica. The petition got over 1,000 signatures that were sent to the members of parliament and different ministers who are responsible for both immigration and deportation, said Simardone in a Zoom interview with CTV News on Friday. He said thanks to all this attention, all this pressure that the Lindos ended up getting just yesterday, very recently, their humanitarian, compassionate application was approved. That's something I would like to hear, man. And that's for the whole family, not just him. Someone was so wicked. Here what someone was suggesting. The man figure run, use his athletic abilities and run for some other country that will pay him. And I'm like, okay, that will take care of him. But what about his family? They will be sent back to Jamaica. So while he is off running for some foreign country and he's out of dangers and harm's way, his family is in Jamaica still face the same danger and harm what they were running away from. The youth is an honorary youth. He wasn't going to leave his family. They move as a unit. It's a tight family. Big up to them again. So, Simar Down, the attorney, said that this grants them permanent residency, and this means that they can remain in Canada, that they no longer can be actually deported anymore, and that they are now finally safe. Yeah. Wish for others, you know, what you wish for yourself. You know, you may get up every morning and telling us, say, big up to the people them who wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself. And them something I'm going to talk about. Lindo has a dream to represent Canada at the Olympics as part of the hurdling team. After becoming one of the country's top hurdlers at the collegiate level, I bet Sam do it. You want to bet me Sam do it? Now competing while in his third year at York University, he already has a gold medal from the 2025, this year, Ontario University Athletics Championship in the 60-meter hurdles, and he has a gold as a part of the 4x100 meter relays at the Canada Games in August. But his dream almost came to an end after the entire family was on the verge of being deported back to Jamaica. That's why we cover this story, because we wanted to be a part of the people, the group, the social media settings that put some pressure by exposing this for the world to see. This youth is a third-year university student. Regardless of all that's going on, he manages to still stay focused. Not only that, to be doing good in school, third year in university, winning gold medals. Come on, man. And has a dream that we can actually see this dream happening. I know somebody that was begging Canada for a handout. They never come say, please give us free housing and please give us everything free. You know what I mean? Well, in 2019, Lindo's father, who was George, he brought his wife and Lindo's two sisters to Canada from Jamaica, and they filed political asylum after their lawyer says that George was targeted for his political affiliation with the country's opposition party, the People's National Party. He alleged that he had been the victim of several violent attacks, including 3 assassination attempts. You know, so when the man tell him story, here's someone in our comment section. I talk about, is the father caused this? Them for send the family go back to Jamaica. The family not telling the truth. Tell them to tell the truth. The father mix up in a badness. Cause nobody in a Jamaica don't target you just so for no reason. And nobody don't do you nothing for your political views. Some of you wicked, you know. Some of you blood clot wicked. I see them when me there over here on this channel, so me I take up donation for go help the poor and needy in a Jamaica. And next thing me know, my image depend other people channel and them over there. And some of you who watch this over there in the comment section, that boy now get $1 from me, thief in SouFLo. Our money him want so him can get richer foreign. Our money him want so him can buy him woman things. So you box the food out of them people their hand now. Did you help them? Because they still need help. I decided I was going to stop doing that. Because I never want my name mixed up in a no fraud nothing. So you box the food out of them hand. Did you turn around and help any of them? Yo. So in May of 2024, the Canada Border Service Agency, or CBSA, gave them a notice of deportation, and later that year gave them a 1-year extension to stay. At that time, the IRCC had said that Lindo had provided little documentary evidence to demonstrate that they are at risk of harm or persecution in Jamaica as a result of Lindo's political activity, and crime, including murder, is widespread throughout Jamaica. Any risk they face is not personalized. It's one that is shared generally by all persons who are living in Jamaica. Me don't know who come up with that back then, But somehow we in Jamaica, we kind of safe still. Me now said nobody can do nothing. I'm just saying we kind of safe. We kind of safer than others who people are headhunting. And we all know that as Jamaicans, that some families, some individuals are targeted. You don't have to do anybody anything for you to be targeted in Jamaica. We know that too. And if you don't believe me, explain to me how them kick off house door and full up granny a gunshot. Poor granny not do nothing with nobody. Remember the one where them kick off the door and shoot up the grandmother with our, was it 3 granddaughters in there? All minors. What did those 3 minor girls do to anybody? What did that old lady, she was in her 80s, almost 90, do to anybody? The old lady with them find rape with her throat cut and her panty and her skirt down her ankle. After somebody just walked past her while she was picking mango in her front yard and sweeping up her front yard. What did that old lady do? You can be guilty by association. We have a thing in Jamaica that's called, if you can't catch Quacker, you catch him shot. You see, if you are Quacker shot and you have sense, you take away your raw self. Yes. So for somebody who is not there to say, the dangers you face, every Jamaican face that. That's bullshit. And I'm glad that this came through for them. That 1-year extension was set to end this month, with Simar Doan, their attorney, saying that they had an interview with CBSA this upcoming Monday and that deportation would likely begin quickly after this upcoming Monday. People, today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday. Monday they would have been in that interview, and that interview would have triggered the deportation process, and their attorney said it would have went quickly. In this case, what we provided was that we showed that the family is contributing significantly to Canada. I mean, of course, the parents who are hardworking and they pay their taxes, but also the big story here is Tamari Lindo himself, with his major success in track and field, and then also continuing to provide evidence, news reports from Jamaica about political violence happening in Jamaica today as we speak. In an interview with CTV News last Saturday, the family said that it believed returning to Jamaica could possibly mean death for them, and that it had heard from friends and family back home that people had come to the family's old house in Jamaica looking to see if they had returned. Y'all act like you forget certain people who got deported from the UK and got killed in Jamaica. Y'all act like I just can't believe that Jamaican people actually got on social media in the comment section of these people trying to get help for themselves, saying stuff like, y'all are telling lies. Lie them I tell. Instead of you just simply say, I wish you the best and I hope it work out for you. Know? Now the sad part about that is, imagine that family get deported back to Jamaica and then stuff start happening to them. Them start pick off the family members one. Most of them so wicked, would sit down and watch that in the news and get excited. Oh, me know them, remember them, rotted, them I kill them out for real. But you would be safe, right? In your own life, right? Yo. Simar Doan, their attorney, he credits the public pressure as part of the reason why the IRCC accepted the Lindo family's claim and has now granted it permanent residency in principle, meaning it meets the eligibility criteria but must still pass the medical, security, and their background checks, which they won't have a problem doing. I think it's no surprise that this is very soon after the attention that this case got, that we got an approval. We were, of course, on this more than 2 years. And then suddenly, within the span of a week, everything moves really quickly. So thanks to a good member of that, nothing's ever set in stone when it comes to immigration and public attention, public pressure does work. That's why we do these videos that we do when we cover those kind of stories, to be a part of the public pressure being broader. Because if you think they don't see them, they actually do. Public pressure does work, says Simardone, their attorney. The IRCC did not provide CTV News with a reason as to why the Lindo's claim was approved, saying that it would need the family's permission to do so, which their lawyer did not provide to share that private information. So meanwhile, Lindo is excited at the prospect of representing the Maple Leaf on the Olympic stage. Now heading towards citizenship, he hopes he can thank Canadians by supporting him and his family by giving them gold medals in return. I love this story. I love the ending. I'll try my best from right here now to continue making Canada proud, he said. And hopefully one day, when it's time for me to put on that jersey, I remember all of them and make sure I complete every single day for everybody who helped supporting me and my family. Let me end this video by saying this. It's simple. Be an advocate for your people. It's simple. Wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself. And to you Jamaicans who got through the gate already, leave the friggin' gate so somebody else can come through it too. Foreign is not yours alone. Okay? I'll catch y'all on the next video. And again, congratulations and big up to the Lindo family. I'm out. Peace.